Hari bol, everybody. Okay, so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It just stopped streaming on YouTube and Facebook for I don't know what reason. So I'll just give a little bit of time for everybody to come back. Hari bol Bhavatarani Mataji. It's starting to rain. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. Whoa. Be quiet, Madhukar. Oh. Okay, Rukmini is back. Karuna Didi is back. Raseshwari Mataji is back. Great. Okay, let's start again. Thanks for being so patient. All right. Oh, so I'm not sure if you saw this whole thing I was saying. I'll just read this. So we just read from my Gurudeva about the Vatsalya. Wait, let me just find the. Yeah, I don't know when it cut off, so I'm just going to read from. I think you got all that, right? When my Gurudeva was talking about Vatsalya Ras. Without the presence of Vatsalya Ras, the glories of Madhur Ras do not manifest. One example occurs when Srimati Radhika goes with all her sakis to Nandagaon to cook. Mother Yashoda is there, but there is no disturbance. When Srimati Radhika goes to Nanda Bhavan with Lalita and the Ashtasakis, Yashoda Devi exhibits more intense parental love towards her, not less than the parental love she has towards her son Krishna. She also shows great affection to all the other sakis and manjaris because of their relation with her. All the Ashtasakis have so many excellent qualities, and therefore Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī writes, of all the gopis, the Ashtasakis are the topmost. For example, Srimati Tungavidya Devi can speak with all types of birds and animals. She understands their language and can communicate with them. What can be greater than performing services to Srimati Radhika under the guidance of Lalita and Vishaka and the other Ashtasakis? Lalita and Vishaka are the Shiksha Gurus of all the gopis in the group of Srimati Radhika. Lalita Devi's life and soul is Srimati Radhika and Krishna. Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī prays, I offer pranam again and again unto Srimati Lalita Devi. Just seeing the comments here. How come it's not showing the video? I want to see all your comments. Oh, this is frustrating. Let me just refresh this, then I think it will show. I don't even know who's here or not. Okay, let's continue on. I don't want to waste your time. Okay, now we come to verse number, I think 5. Oh, sorry, it's verse number 7. Let me just see if this is loaded on Restream. Okay, there everybody is. All right. Man, I had like 13 people watching on YouTube and Facebook, and now it's 4 people. Anyhow, what to do? Okay, verse 7. Yam kamapi vraja kule vrishabhanu jaya preksha sapaksha paravemanurudyamana sadyastarishta ghatanena kritartayante devim gunaisu lalitam lalitam namami. Upon seeing any young maiden anywhere in Vraj and discerning that she is inclined toward her Priyasaki, Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radhika, Lalita immediately fulfills all of that maiden's internal desires and makes her life successful. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is a repository of charming qualities. Lalita has many charming qualities. What is her greatest quality? Her quality that is most favorable for the sadhaks of this world? If she sees in Vrindavan any gopi, or anyone who has even a slight touch of a scent of a desire to serve Srimati Radhika, she immediately fulfills that gopi's desire and gives her the unlimited wealth of the service of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. If one has a one-pointed desire to perform service to Srimati Radhika under the direct guidance of Srimati Lalitāṣṭakam Devi, and furthermore, under the shelter of Śrī Rupa Manjari, that devotee may know that Lalita Devi's shelter is the only path by which one can achieve this. Jai, Lalita Devi ki Jai. She's our only hope for getting the service of Srimati Radhika. Okay. Verse 8. Radha Vrajendra Sutta Sangama Rangacharyam Varyam Vinishchitavatim Akilotsavebhyam Hatam Gokula Priya Sakhi Nikuram Bhamukyam Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. So the rain is probably really loud, isn't it? Let me see if I can turn on noise suppression. 1 second, I'm just turning on noise suppression. There. Okay. Her primary engagement is providing pleasure to Shri Radha Krishna Govinda by arranging their meetings, which she considers to be the best of all festivals. She is the foremost among all Priyasakis of Gokul. I offer pranam unto Lalita Devi, who is the repository of charming qualities. Okay, let's see. Without the mercy of Lalita Devi, Giriraj or Yamuna, it is not possible to enter Ras Lila. The first and greatest is Srimati Lalita Devi herself. The second is Giriraj Govardhan, and the third is Yamuna or Vishaka Devi. Lalita is the same age as Srimati Radhika, or she is 27 days older. And there's a note here, it says it may happen one way in one yuga, one millennium, and another way in another yuga. Like Radhika, Lalita also has all the qualities of being a Yuteshwari. She is able to control her own group of subservient gopis. She's a group leader of gopis. Why is she qualified to be a Yuteshwari? If Bhadra, Shamala, or Chandravali can become Yuteshwaris, then what to speak of Lalita Devi? However, despite being the same age as Radhika and having the qualification of a Yuteshwari, still, the only goal of her life is to serve Srimati Radhika and to facilitate the meeting of Shri Radha and Krishna. Her only happiness is the meeting of Radha and Krishna, and to achieve that goal, she never considers any amount of discomfort or suffering. Śrīla Raghunath Das Gosvāmī prays, Padabjayostava vina Varadasyameva Nanyat kadapi samaye kila deviyache Hosakyayate mamanamostu nityam Dasyayate mama rasostu satyam. O Goddess, I shall never pray to you for anything but the excellent service of your lotus feet. I offer my constant obeisances unto the idea of becoming your friend, but I truly relish the idea of becoming your maidservant. Yeah, I offer obeisances from afar to that, to becoming your friend. That's not for me. I only relish the idea of becoming your maidservant. That's from Vilapa Kusumanjali, text 16. Next. Oh, I offer my obeisances millions of times to the position of a Saki of Srimati Radhika. But my only real desire, birth after birth, is to attain the service of Srimati Radhika in the mood of a Manjari. I have no desire to become equal to Radhika like the Sakis. Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami also prays, I will never leave the feet of Radhika to go to Krishna. Even if Krishna goes to Dwarka and calls me there, I will not go. However, if out of some madness Radhika has somehow gone to Dwarka, I will fly even faster than Garuda to serve her there. That's from the Swaniyam Dashakam, verses 3 and 4. Okay, so now we come to the last verse of Lalitāṣṭakam. 1 second. Let me just check to make sure it's still running okay on Restream. Okay. Oh, and okay, great. Rukmini's not hearing the rain. Cool, the noise suppression is working. And Vishaka Devi's appearance is at the exact same moment as Srimati Radharani. Wow. That is really cool. Okay. So verse 9, this is the benediction verse. Nandana-moni lalita guna lalitani upadyani ya patati nirmala drishti rashto pritya vikashati jana nija vrinda madhye Hatankit vidapati kulo jala kalpavali. One who, with a cheerful and pure heart, recites these 8 verses in praise of Lalita Devi, which are extremely beautiful due to the description of her charming qualities, is affectionately drawn to Srimati Radhika, the brilliant, wish-fulfilling creeper of the dynasty of Kirtida Devi's husband, Śrī Vrishabhanu Mahārāja. And she enters her own group of Sakis, who she counts among her very own. Jai Śrī Lalitāṣṭakam Devi ki Jai. Okay, so let's see. In conclusion, Srimati Lalita Devi is the wish-fulfilling tree of the Prem Seva, the service and love of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever chants this Lalitāṣṭakam will make Radha and Krishna happy. Moreover, Lalita Devi herself will be happy, and all our desires will be fulfilled. Jai Śrī Lalitāṣṭakam Devi ki Jai. Jaya Lalita Devi, Jaya Lalita Devi, Lalita Devi, Jaya Lalita Devi, Jaya Lalita Devi, Lalita Devi, Lalita Devi, Jaya Lalita Devi. All right, so now we will read something from Śrīla Bhaktivijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and we'll end the program after that. Yeah, my God, it's going on really late today. If anybody needs to leave now, that's totally fine. I'm going way over time today. All right. I wonder if the rain has anything to do with the bad connection. Okay.
The connection is just fine, Prabhu.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice hearing the rain in the background.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. That's great. Haribol, Prabhu.
Hare
Haribol, Hare Krishna. And Haribol, Narottam Nitai, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so now we're going to read a class from Śrīla Bhaktivijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Let me find it. I think I put it here in my to-do thing. Oops. Let's see. Today. Yeah, I put it here. Okay. Let's read this. How come it's not coming up? Oh, there it is. Okay, there. Śrī Lalitāā Saptamī. Actually, you know what? I'm going to open it here in so that we can see it in this reader view. Okay, it's just loading. Give it 1 second. We're reading. Okay. September 3rd. Oh wait, sorry. This is from last year. So, the following is a Bhav Anuvad translation of the kathā on the appearance day of Śrī Lalitāṣṭakam, given by Śrīla Bhaktivijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja on September 1st, 2014. Kaya Vyuha of Śrīmati Radharani. So Śrīla Bhaktivijñāna Bhāratī Gosvāmī Mahārāja, she says, today is a special tithi. It is Lalitā Saptamī. Śrīmati Radharani expanded herself as Lalita Saki to serve Śrī Krishna. This is called Kaya Vyuha. In other words, Śrīmati Radharani's expansion of her own transcendental form. First, she expanded herself in 8 forms: Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Induleka, Champakalata, Tungavidya, Rangadevi, and Sudevi. However, upon contemplating that despite these 8 forms, she was unable to adequately serve Śrī Krishna, Śrīmati Radharani expanded herself further as all the manjaris, Śrī Rupa Manjari, Śrī Lavanga Manjari, Śrī Vilasa Manjari, and so on. Such is her endeavor for Krishna Seva. Whatever is favorable for the service and nourishment of Krishna's pastimes. In Goloka Vrindavan, the age neither increases nor decreases. It remains eternally the same. This is a speciality. So Lalita Saki is 7 to 8 days older than Śrīmati Radharani in the spiritual world. And other sources say, in the Radhakrishna Gandhishtipika, I read it there, Śrīla Rupa Goswami says that she's 27 days older than Radharani. So it seems like there's 3 different things. Some people say she's 7 to 8 days older, some people say 27 days older, and then we celebrate the day before Radharani. So, yeah, maybe different kalpas. When she manifested the pastime of appearing in this world, she appeared in the village of Karela, and later came to Unchagaon. Generally, people infer that to escape the atrocities of the demons, locations of residences were changed. However, this reasoning is not accepted by the Antaranga Bhaktas, by the intimate devotees, who are of the opinion that Lalita Saki settles wherever it is favorable to render service to Śrī Krishna. When King Rishabhanu went from Radhen? Sorry, I think it's supposed to say Raval, maybe. Anyways, when King Rishabhanu went from Raval or Radhen to Varshana, Krishna also went with Nanda Baba to Nandagaon. From the external consideration, Lalita Saki's mother is Sharadi, and her father was Vishobha. She also enacted the pastime of getting married to Bhairon Gopa. Bhairon is her so-called husband, and the meaning of the word Bhairon is also husband. Interesting. It is said, due to being covered by ignorance, the people of this material world cannot understand the matters of the eternal world. These eternal associates descend to this world under some pretext to perform their pastimes. Radha and Krishna's rendezvous point is Sanket, which is in between Varshana and Nandagaon. So these eternal associates, like Lalita, come under some pretext to reside nearby in order to nourish Krishna's pastimes. The so-called lust of the gopis is actually prem. It's prem only. The gopis never ever endeavor to satisfy their own senses. That is why it is said in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 8-16, Premaiva Goparamanam Kama Ityagamat Pratam Udhavadayo Yetam Vanchanti Bhagavat Priya. Sorry, I butchered that shloka. Although the dealings of the gopis with Krishna are on the platform of pure love of Godhead, such dealings are sometimes considered to be lusty. But because they are completely spiritual, Uddhav and all the other dearmost devotees of the Lord desire to participate in them. The lust of the gopis in itself is prem. Atmendriya priti vancha tare bodhikam Krishnendriya priti icha dhore premanam. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, chapter 4, verse 165. Sorry. The desire to satisfy one's own senses is kam, lust. But the desire to please the senses of Lord Krishna is prem, love. Ataeva kama premi bahutayantar kamayanta tama prema nirmal bhaskar. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 4:171. Therefore, lust and love are quite different. Lust is like dense darkness, but love is like the bright sun. There is a gulf of difference between kam and prem. Kam is andatama, which implies not only darkness, but dense darkness. Like the rays of the shining sun shining through the clear sky, unobstructed by fog, clouds, or dust. Prem is nirmal bhaskar. It's like the rays of the sun shining through the clear, unobstructed fog. I stopped being able to read now. Sorry, guys. You get what it's saying. Prem is like the sun unobstructed by fog, clouds, or dust. So the lust of the gopis is prem, because they have no desire of their own other than the desire for the satisfaction of Krishna's senses. Although apparently it was observed that they had husbands, they engaged all of their senses to nourish the service of Krishna. Hence, it is difficult to comprehend this from the mundane perspective. Everything about Krishna's associates is transcendental. Today is Lalitā Saptamī, and tomorrow is Radhāṣṭamī. So who is the elder of the two? Lalita is elder by 1 day as per this calculation. But in reality, she is 7 to 8 days older than Radharani in the spiritual world. This is difficult to reconcile for bhaktas. They descend to perform pastimes. They do not take birth here. This has been convincingly answered in one Bhagavad Gita verse 4.9. Janma karma chame divyang evam yo veti tattvata tyaktva deham punar janma naitimam eti sorjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but he attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. In other words, those who know their transcendental nature in tattva are praised in the Gita. Gita is considered a Shishu Shastra, a scripture for beginners. Shishu means baby. But there are some words and phrases which are applicable for both beginners as well as postgraduates. So it is very difficult to comprehend. One will understand this when one's senses become service inclined. So their age neither increases nor decreases. So then how does their birth take place? Hence it is mentioned that it is transcendental, it is divya. We cannot comprehend things about this world. So then what to speak of the spiritual world? Atashi Krishna namadi na bhaver grahyam indriyai sevon mukhe hi jivado swayam eva spuratyadha. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 17, verse 136. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality, and pastimes of Sri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by the transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord revealed to him. Only those who are inclined to serve. In other words, the transcendental names, qualities, pastimes, abodes, associates, and their attributes are not within the grasp of the materially contaminated senses. In that case, by what means can one grasp that which is transcendental? The same senses, when transformed, can get the ability to see, hear, touch, and so on. Yes, these same senses, they are able to hear, to touch, and so on when they're transformed by service. Sevan mukhe hi jivadho. Why has jivadho been mentioned first? Jiva means the tongue, and so beginning with the tongue. Because there are three types of hindrances connected with the tongue. There's jivaveg, udarveg, and upastaveg. There's the urge of the tongue, the urge of the belly, and the urge of the genitals. When these senses become service inclined and engage in the service of Bhagavan, then swayam eva spuratyadha, it becomes self-manifest. You will not attempt to see them, the name, form, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord. They will manifest spontaneously before your eyes. In the Jagannatha-āśṭakam, it is said, Jagannatha Swami Nayanapatagami Bhavatu Me. You please appear before my eyes. In other words, please grant me the eligibility to take your darshan. At what stage can one pray like this? Okay, let's sing this from Jagannatha-āśṭakam. I think this is the 8th verse. I think so. How should I sing it? Navayache rajam nachaka nakamanekya vibhavam nayache hamramyam sakala janakamyam vadavadam sadakale kale Pramatapatina Gita Charita Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Okay, it's Jagannatha-āśṭakam, 7th verse. I do not pray for a kingdom, nor do I pray for gold, rubies, or wealth. I do not ask for a beautiful wife as desired by all men. I simply pray that Jagannath Swami, whose glories Lord Shiva always sings, may be the constant object of my vision. When one does not desire any of these things, when one always wants only Bhagavan, only then will Bhagavan manifest, not otherwise. What to speak of Bhagavan and Radharani? Even her expansions, Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Induleka, Champakalata, Tungavidya, Ragadevi, Sudevi, cannot be understood despite knowledge of the details of their dress, age, and other aspects from the scriptures. Lalita Saki instructs Radharani. Among all the Sakis of Radharani, Lalita Saki is the chief. She is the foremost. Due to grief and separation from Krishna, when Radharani became unsteady, emaciated, and her golden complexion turned lusterless, Lalita would convince her by saying, "O Saki, Krishna forgot you. Now you also give up his remembrance. Otherwise, your body will turn emaciated, and it seems as if you will die." Then Radharani responded, "But it is not possible for me to forget him." What is the reason? Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdhaye karna kroda kadambini ghatayate karnar budebhya spriham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim no jane janita ki arbhiramritai Krishneti Varnadvaye. This is by Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī, and it's quoted in Śrī Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, chapter 1, verse 99. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. I think it's Krishna, yeah. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. So Srimati Radhika says, "Oh Saki, how can I give it up? When I utter his name, my tongue dances madly and incessantly chanting Krishna, Krishna. And when I hear Krishna's name, I desire to possess millions of ears. Just 2 ears are not sufficient to do justice to hearing Krishna Nam. And when I remember within my heart, it conquers all my senses, such that my ears do not hear, my eyes do not see, my skin does not feel the sense of touch. This is my condition. Therefore, I do not understand, and consequently, I cannot express how much power, how much nectar is contained in the name of Krishna." Okay, we're at the ends now. Krishna Prem attracts even Krishna. What to speak of Radharani? Even Krishna develops the greed to taste his own name when it is uttered by his unalloyed pure devotees, his premika bhaktas. Not ordinary devotees, not even bhav bhaktas, only premi bhaktas. So Krishna becomes attached. Krishna becomes attracted and comes. Krishna Prem has so much power that it attracts Krishna. Krishna, who is all attractive, it attracts the all attractive one. Following in the footsteps of the gopis is paramount. It is not an ordinary thing to understand the glories of the Sakis. Even by penance, one cannot understand these things. What to speak of others? Even Lakshmi Devi performs penance to get Krishna's association, but could she get it? It is said, she couldn't. It is said, Gopi anugatya vina aishvarya gyane bhajileho nahi pai vrajendra nandane. That's Śrī Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 8:230. Unless one follows in the footsteps of the gopis, he cannot attain the service of the lotus feet of Krishna, the son of Nanda Mahārāja. If one is overcome by knowledge of the Lord's opulence, he cannot attain the Lord's lotus feet, even though he is engaged in devotional service. Without following the gopis, one will not attain Krishna simply by performing bhajan. That is not possible. So Lalitā Saki is the foremost Saki. Tomorrow is Radhāṣṭamī. Lalitā Saki is the foremost Saki of Radharani who guides her. Lalitā Saki is non-different from Radharani. She is Radharani only, who expanded herself to serve Krishna in another form, to acquire patience or to do whatever is required in the service of Krishna. So Radharani teaches by expanding her form, her kaya vyuha, as Sakis. Hladini korai Krishne ananda swadan Hladinir dwara kore bhaktir poshan. That's Śrī Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 460. That Hladini energy gives pleasure. That Hladini energy gives Krishna pleasure and nourishes his devotees. As Hladini, she bestows bliss. She is the cause of both, bliss to the devotees as well as to Krishna. Krishna cannot experience bliss without the Hladini Shakti. Okay. So it is now very late. Oh my God, it's nearly 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to do a short kirtan. It would be nice to sing Palyadasi Kori Lalita Sundari Amara Loya Kavi. But my friend...
Why not?
Huh? Why not?
I said,
maybe,
why not?
Okay, maybe let's do it. Okay, we'll sing it one time through. I'm not going to do lead and response. because I don't want to keep my friend Subosaka waiting for me. He cooked breakfast and it's waiting for me to finish. Okay, let's do this. Big text. Let me make this dark mode, just make it easy on the eyes. There. Okay. Lalitā Sundari. Let's see. There it is. Okay. When will the beautiful Lalita, upon making me a Palyadasi, an affectionately sheltered maidservant, place me at the lotus feet of Śrī Radhika and give me seva under her direction? When will I go to Śrī Rupa Manjari to receive instruction on ras-filled service? Under her guidance, I shall joyfully remain on the banks of Śrī Radhakund. At the lotus feet of Śrī Vishaka, I shall learn music abounding with the nectar of Krishna's pastimes. Śrī Rati Manjari, Śrī Rasa Manjari, and others will be very compassionate to me. In supreme bliss, we will all be together at the lotus feet of Śrī Radhika. Oh, when shall I achieve this topmost perfection and receive the honey of Śrī Radha's lotus feet? Just going to make the text a bit bigger. Yeah. Okay. O Palyadasi kori, O Lalitā Sundari, Amare loya kobe, Palyadasi kori, O Lalitā Sundari, Amare loya kobe, O Śrī Radhika pare, kale milaibe, Śrī Radhika pade, kale milaibe, agya seva samarpibe, agya seva samarpibe, O Palyadasi kori, O Lalitā Sundari, Amare loya kobe, O Palyadasi kori, Lalitā Sundari, Amare loya kobe, Śrī Rupa Manjari, sange jabo kobe, rasa seva shiksha tore, Śrī Rupa Manjari, sange jabo kobe, rasa seva shiksha tanuga hoye, Radha kunda tate, taranuga hoye, Radha kunda tate, rohibo harshitantare, rohibo harshitantare, O Palyadasi kori, O Lalitā Sundari, আমারে লইয়া কবে পালা দাসী করে ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে হসি বিশাখা পরে সঙ্গীত শিখিব কৃষ্ণ লীলা রসময় শ্রী বিশাখা পরে সঙ্গীত শিখিব কৃষ্ণ লীলা রসময় শ্রীরতি মঞ্জরি শ্রীরস মঞ্জরি শ্রীরতি মঞ্জরি শ্রীরস মঞ্জরি হইবে সবে সদয় হইবে সবে সদয় পালা দাসী করে ও ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে পালা দাসী করে ও ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে পরময়ানন্দে সকলে মিলিয়া রাধিকা চরণে রব পরময়ানন্দে সকলে মিলিয়া রাধিকা চরণে রব হয়ে পরাকাষ্ঠ সিদ্ধি কবে হবে এ পরাকাষ্ঠ সিদ্ধি কবে হবে পাব রাধা পদাসব ও পাব রাধা পদাসব ও পালা দাসী করে ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে পালা দাসী করে ও ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে ও শ্রী রাধিকা ও পদে কালে মিলাইবে শ্রী রাধিকা পদে কালে মিলাইবে আজ্ঞা সেবা সমর্পিবে আজ্ঞা সেবা সমর্পিবে পালা দাসী করে ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে পালা দাসী করে ললিতা সুন্দরী আমারে লইয়া কবে হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Lalita Devi Jaya Lalita Devi Lalita Devi Jaya Lalita Devi Jaya Lalita Devi Jaya Vishakha Devi Lalita Devi Jaya Vishakha Devi Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Śrī Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Śrī Radhe Jaya Bhaktivijñāna Thakur Bhaktivijñāna Bhaktivijñāna Thakur Bhaktivijñāna Jaya Bhaktivijñāna Thakur Bhaktivijñāna Bhaktivijñāna Thakur Bhaktivijñāna Jaya Rupa Sanatan Jaya Rupa Sanatan Rupa Sanatan Jaya Rupa Sanatan Jaya Rupa Raghunath Rupa Raghunath Rupa Raghunath Jaya Rupa Raghunath Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhu Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Śrīla Guru Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai
Jai.
Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Gurudeva Ki Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev Ki Jai Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Rupa Nuga Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Sapashachi Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gan Ki Jai Shri Giriraj Mahārāja Ki Jai Shri Tulsi Mahatmani Devi Ki Jai Śrī Lalitāṣṭakam Devi Ki Jai Śrī Lalitāā Saptamī Titi Ki Jai Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai What are all the Ashtasakis? 1 second. Let me just. Śrī Lalita Vishaka Chitra Induleka Champakalata Tunga Vidya Rangadevi and Sudevi Ki Ashtasaki Ki Jai Śrī Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Śrī Radhāṣṭamī Adivastiti Ki Jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari
Hari Bol.
Vrindai Tulsi Devai, Priyaye Keshava Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavadai Namo Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Thank you for letting me go so late today. Hare Krishna, Nri Hari, Bhavatarani Mataji, Shubhananda Prabhu. And what's your name, Prabhu? Heel Estate?
Vaidyanatha Murari Das.
Oh, yes. Okay. Hari Bol, Prabhu.
I just have long hair right now.
Okay. Yes. I didn't recognize you with your long hair. Okay. And Hare Krishna, Narottam Nitai Prabhu. And let's see on Facebook and YouTube, who is all there? Rukmini Didi, Hari Bol. And Brishti Roy, Angelo, Sudevi Didi, Vidya Lalasa Didi, Raseshwari Mataji, Kuruna Didi, and everybody else watching. Dandavat pranams. Thank you so much for joining me, letting me go so long overtime. And tomorrow for Radhashtami, I don't know what we're going to be reading, what we're going to be singing, but there's an overwhelming amounts to read and sing. So we'll just, yeah. One thing, I'm going to be posting, actually I just posted on my website, Vine of Devotion, this article by Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Let me show you. And I posted the first part. I'm going to post the second part in a few hours from now. Like before lunchtime. So that's like maybe 3 hours from now. I'll post. But yeah, here's part 1, the day of our Advent. And also you'll find here 3 songs to sing for Radhashtami, 3 Bengali songs, beautiful songs. They're really festive, really joyful songs. And I made recordings of how to sing them there, so you can click on that link. Also, if you'd like to watch on Radhashtami, our Gaudiya Vedanta Publications, we made a video called Our Most Cherished Aspiration about how my Gurudev very carefully established Śrī Radharani's service as our ultimate aspiration. He made that very clear to everybody, so it's all about on that topic. And then also, so then here's the article that Śrī Radhashtami, the day of our Advent, part 1 by Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And on my YouTube channel, Vine of Devotion, not this YouTube channel that you're watching now, but the other channel, I narrated it like that. So you can watch it there. So if you'd like to watch that, you can find it there on vineofdevotion.com. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, if you subscribe, then you'll get it in your inbox when I send out part 2. All right. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the special festival of Radhashtami. And we'll be reading about Radharani for a few days. So, yeah. And then after Radhashtami is Vaman Dwadashi and Jiva Goswami's appearance day. And then is Bhaktivijñāna Thakur's, the next day after that is Bhaktivijñāna Thakur's appearance day. Then Haridas Thakur's disappearance day is the day after that. And also the disappearance day of Śrīla Bhaktivijñāna and Bhāratī Goswami Maharaj. And the day after that is Vishwarup Mahotsav. Also the day that Vishwarup took sannyas, and that our Param Gurudev Śrīla Bhaktivijñāna Keshava Goswami Maharaj took sannyas, and Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada took sannyas. So, yeah, it's just going to be festivals for a full 7 days. Every day we're going to be reading about these festival days. And then after the week is over, we will continue with our Chaitanya Bhagavat reading. All right. Hare Krishna. Oh, Nita.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I just have
Yes.
one question, Prabhuji, really quickly. On your website, Vine of Devotion, do you have the civic succession listed in one of the on the website? I just want to do my research.
No, I don't have it there.
Okay,
But
okay.
you can find a very long, in-depth disciplic succession all the way from Brahma all the way to the present time on purebhakti.com.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it sounds good. Awesome, Prabhuji. Yeah, just wanted to say my dandavats to you, and yeah, and I found I heard a trick that in front of the Gurudeva deities, if a person puts their hands up, like, you know, as like the Gurudeva deities sometimes do, that's equivalent to a dandavat. Because sometimes we might not be able to pay dandavats in the event where
in our Chaitanya Bhagavat reading, we read about 4 different kinds of dandavats. One was Abhivadan, other was Hasta Shirsha something or other. There's 4 different types. And I remember, one of them was holding your hands up to your head like that. And then Shashtang Dandavat and Ashtang Dandavat, and Panchang Dandavat. So 4 different types of Dandavats. Yes. All right. Dandavat pranams, everybody. See you all tomorrow.